For some reason I don't really understand, party snacks are served at dinner parties as an underwhelming afterthought. In my opinion, that is a huge mistake, and I am motivated to change that. So today I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious prawn risole that is sure to make you an absolute legend at your next party. Let's cook. I'll start by doing our stock, which will flavor our sauce inside our risole. This is a crucial step, and not using the stock will prevent you from becoming a legend. Sorry, I didn't mean to be that aggressive. I'll peel all my prawns, reserving the heads and cleaning the veins from them. Don't eat this. This is dice the carrots, onions, and smash the garlic. No need to remove any skin, just the ends, and reserve. When done, in a pot, I'll add some olive oil, and when hot, I'll add my prawn heads in. I'll fry them for a couple of minutes until they get some tan. Hey, it's summer, right? After, I'll add all my vegetables in, throw in a pinch of salt, and let them cook for a couple of minutes. All of this on high heat. I'll add bay leaves and the white wine to deglaze the pot. And time for the seasonings. I'll add some garlic powder, onion powder, fish sauce, dark soy sauce, and let everything cook for a couple of minutes. And add the stocks. They are both store-bought. I'll add the water and mix everything well, bringing it to a boil and letting it simmer for about an hour and a half or until reduced by a third. And while we reduce it, a question for you. How many months have 28 days? All of them! Be honest, how many of you said one? Don't lie to me. And speaking of time, our stock has reduced and I will strain it and reserve to do our bechamel. Meanwhile, let's fry our prawns. I'll season them with salt, smoked paprika, and some lemon juice. And in a pan with very little olive oil, making sure it's very hot, I'll place the prawns in. The goal is to get a little crust outside, to have one extra texture when eating the risole. Flip them to cook on both sides, and this is a speedy process. It will take around 1 minute per side. When done, set it aside and let's jump on our bechamel. And I don't mean jump on it, I mean, I'll small dice my onion, and in a pot I'll add my butter to melt, and when it melts, I'll add the diced onion with a small pinch of salt and let it cook on low heat. This will take 3 to 4 minutes. When done, I add the flour, mixing it and letting it cook for a little bit. The last thing we want is raw flour in our sauce. When cooked, slowly add the stock and mix constantly. When integrated, add more stock until you start to have a nice and creamy bechamel. I want a rather thick consistency here, so I will not go overboard on the stock. Something like this will be just perfect. Now, the hardest part. Pay attention. Let it cool down. Not funny? Sorry. I promise I'll stop. I won't. It will make easier to fill the risole with a cooled sauce. I'm back hours later and the sauce has been in the fridge for hours and it's nice and solid. Perfect. Let's cook our dough. The dough I am using is what we call in Portugal a cooked dough. Used for many things, but the most known are risoles. In a pan, I add the water, lemon skin, salt, and finally the butter, and let it come to a boil. When reached, remove the lemon skin and add the flour, stirring with a wooden spoon non-stop. The dough will get consistent and just keep stirring for 4 to 5 minutes until all the flour is cooked. I like to use the spoon and sort of knead the dough in the pan by pressing it and folding it. When done, just transfer it to a board and with the help of your spoon fold it and press it to knead as it's piping hot right now. Cover and let it cool down for 10 to 15 minutes and return to knead it further until it's nice and soft. You can see how good the dough looks. No sticking at all and super easy to work with. Almost like Play-Doh texture. And this dough can give you between 16 to 18 risoles. To cover all the sauce and prawns I made, I need to make 2 batches of dough. Why don't I do it all at once? It's easier to cook the flour in smaller batches, and I can finish all the risoles with warm dough this way, making it easier to work. So depending on how many you want to make, use this as a benchmark. To form the risoles, my preferred way is by using this mold, but you can also do it by hand. But this is the pinnacle of technological equipment to do risole. Of course, I'll show you both ways. To do it by hand, get a bit of dough and spread it using a rolling pin. I'm looking for around 1 mm thickness, but anything between 1 and 2 is acceptable. More than that and it will become too doughy when eaten. Place a spoonful of filling. I use this small spoon, I know it's the measurement I'm looking for, and add one of our prawns on it, just pressing it gently to stick it together. Fold the dough over and with a glass or mug, shape the round end. With a small fork, press the edges to seal it and it's ready. And now by using the mold, I'll spread a piece of dough, layer it over the mold, Put a bit of the filling on it and add one prawn over pressing it. Close the mold and remove excess dough. Perfect. And as you can see, using technology makes everything better. Now, do this for all the dough and filling, and when finished, prepare a breading station with eggs and panko. Left hand liquid, right hand solid. Just go through all of them and make sure they are nice and covered in panko. I did a lot of risoles here, around 34. I'm not cooking all of them right now, so I'll freeze them for future use. To freeze them, place them in a tray and put them in the freezer, but for the ones we didn't freeze, let's fry and taste our party bomb. Heat up your oil to 180 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit, and when hot, slowly drop the risoles in. Don't overfill the pot and let the magic happen. When they are nice and golden brown, remove them and drain the excess oil on a raking tray or paper, and look at it, crunchy, beautiful. With the risoles ready, let's put our frozen ones in the plastic bags for later use. And while they cool down, I'll make a delicious sauce to go with them. First, I will confit a garlic bulb. Remove the top and place it in foil. Drizzle with some olive oil and a small pinch of salt. Wrap it up and place it in a preheated oven at 180 Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit and cook it for 25 minutes. This will soften the garlic and make it sweet, still having that amazing garlic flavor that we all love. If you're not a vampire, then if you are, maybe moving on. When done, let it cool down and in a bowl, squeeze the confit garlic and smash with the help of a spoon. Add the yogurt and the mayo and mix everything well. Finally chop the chives and add them to the mix, involving all of it. Throw in a small pinch of salt and a little lemon juice to brighten it up, until you get one of my favorite sauces to dip food. Only one thing left to do. Time to taste. Let's taste. Delicious. The creamy sauce with the fantastic prawn inside. With this on the table, we just stay by its side. And that's how addictive and delicious they are. You will be the hit of the party with this. What about the people that don't like prawns? They're idiots. I mean, they have a different taste. So you can make them these chicken risoles, and that will make them happy. I'll see you there.